Hello, everybody.
Good day, everyone. Is it a day? I don't know what time it is even. I haven't been feeling well, so I've been sleeping in and whatever. Anyhow, give us the good news, Joe. What are you thinking?
Well, there it will be the first time that a candidate has won both the Iowa caucus and the New Hampshire caucus. Yeah, buddy.
It's the
Here
first
we
time, right?
go, man. Let's roll downhill, people.
There's
We
there's
got
no
all this part. Go ahead.
there's no loss here. No, I'm sorry. There's just there was no it was a plan. It was all a plan. Vivek, I'm sorry, it had to be part of Trump's plan. DeSantis was already taken out.
Slid right in. They did it perfect.
Oh, Vivek was to wake up the kids. Come on,
Mhm.
guys. Come on. The whole plan was for him to win. The whole plan. He should have won. We all know he should have won 4 years ago, but for whatever reason, they had to put us through these 4 years to wake up the masses.
Yeah,
We will
show us
not explain
the
this
show us the
again.
slime. Yeah, show us that slime. And
That they
it's
put
slimy.
everybody in the limelight. Some of them were on the okay. DeSantis was not the real DeSantis. DeSantis has been gone for a couple of years. I met the real DeSantis. It was probably around then that they got rid of him. So that was at Cecil Air Base in Florida when I went to see Trump. Because when he looked at me up and down, well, I never trusted anybody 100%. You can't trust anybody 100% at all right now. But when he looked me up
You
and
sure
down,
can.
because I was wearing the Punisher, the Trump Punisher shirt. If you don't know what that is, the Punisher is the skull, right? And with the Trump hairdo, right? And DeSantis freaked out.
Yeah.
So I was stewing in my chair most of the time that I was at the rally because I knew at that very point that he was a bad guy. And I was like, wait, maybe he's playing a role, even to me. And then, no, remember, Joe, I told you all those freaking huge
Yep.
guys were there. They were looking at me, and I know they saw DeSantis's face when they saw my shirt. And that's why they were standing by me, these huge, beautiful men. Sorry, anyhow. Um, I might have to cut that out. Sorry, John. I mean, they were just damn. Like, if you want anybody to protect Trump, these wrestlers, they were bigger than wrestlers. That's what I mean. 6'7", 6'8". I mean, these guys were just. You'd want them on your team. You don't want to meet them in a dark alley. That's all I'll say. So, I still didn't understand what was going on until I realized Trump was trying to teach us all a lesson. Don't just follow anything, including Trump. Make your mind up yourselves. Just because Trump says, hey, DeSantis is really good, doesn't mean it's so, right? It doesn't make it so. I didn't want to say that, but Star Trek fans. Okay, so, and then we have um, Nikki Haley. My guess is Nikki just didn't do enough. Her and her connections didn't do enough to be more than jailed. She's not deserving of being hanged, is what I'm trying to say. Like, she didn't do any treason like the rest of it.
No, I don't
DeSantis
think
was
she did
treasonous.
either. I don't think she did either. But I just think she was one of those one politicians that she was actually a liberal, and when she came out, she didn't know which side to go to be on. To when she
Could be
came
right.
out, because they
She's
they they had a plan to have the liberals infiltrate the Republican Party, and they did. We have liberals.
That's true. I mean, I think Nikki Haley is. She should be. I don't understand what Judge Judy did. You know how much I love Judge Judy. Not only is she a Jew from Brooklyn, but she is brilliant, and she is Republican. She would bring all cases back to the state that she found these people were unworthy of getting money and blah blah blah. And I mean, she is obviously confused going to Nikki Haley, or there's like some kind of personal insight. Maybe family knows family because people do things for a reason. The woman's like, what, 80 something years old, and she still looks great in a robe, and she still has authority. And then
Yeah,
I hope to
but
God when I'm not
Judge
that age, you
Judy
guys are
goes.
listening to me with that authority.
Yeah, Judge Judy went with Nikki Haley, huh?
I know. I
What
know.
does that tell you?
That tells me that conspiracies
Well,
run deep
yes,
and
they do.
some just never learned them. You know, when you have, let me put it this way. All right. I have the free time to look up much conspiracies. I never always had the free time. I made the time, believe me, through schools, through work, job. I would have 3 jobs and still watch an hour or two of YouTube. At that time would tell you all the shit. Right after 9/11, YouTube came out. Everybody was saying things, but nobody was listening. They were listening to the kittens and puppies. I'm not kidding. But now YouTube won't let it on there. Sorry, YouTube. It's the truth. Argue with me. This is all fake YouTube, by the way. I'm lying.
But it's like you said, if you're not make America great again, you're a pedophile. I'm sorry.
You might not be a pedophile yourself, but you're actually protecting pedophiles.
You're supporting that. Yeah.
You're supporting transgenderism in the young classrooms. You're supporting.
And I'm just not with that. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody. I'm just not with that.
That little kid that went on stage in Brooklyn. What's wrong with you? If I were there, I would smack every single one of those motherfuckers. They're all inbred. You want to take after the inbreds, you morons? That's what they are. They're inbred satanic.
We're gonna hurt kids like that.
Wusses.
The kids don't know.
They laugh at your children. They want them. They want them to be corrupt. Don't you get it? They're letting out the evil from jails. Hey, this guy just killed like 2 people. Let's let him free.
But he's a nice guy. He's so nice.
Really, this is like life 101.
Yeah.
Thank God this is Renaissance, 1.5 or something. I don't know what you want to call it, 2.0. Or that other guy has 2.0 already stolen, so I'll just Tobishi, whatever the hell his name is. He was kind of funny. People have to understand how much they mocked us about color.
They did.
What you don't know about color, okay? So white and black are both not colors.
Yeah.
They are both the absent of colors. These powers that be call you white. No. If I had to paint you, you'd have pink, yellow. Yes, you would have a little white to lighten you up. Well, if I was painting a lighter skinned black person, guess what? I put a little white in there too, and pink and yellow.
And that was kind of what I was getting at, you know.
Isn't that strange, guys? It's an absence of color. They're mocking you. Grow up and realize what the fuck they're doing and saying. The words shall not change in this girl.
Right.
Thank God Dad spoke Latin, because he knew the real words. He's rolling in his grave. Dad's rolling in his grave right now. There's always only been 2 sexes. You would think in 10,000 years or so we would have known if there were more. But guess who celebrates different sexes? Moloch. Because Moloch is half man and he has breasts. Surprise, surprise. All right, guys?
And a lot of people will probably pay the $50.
Right. See? Hello. Love it. Proving me right every day. Government's proving me right every day. I can't wait till Trump takes over New Jersey. Look at the gas prices. That's not because of
I don't care about the gas prices. It's one season.
He's already going to be president, Michelle. Sorry.
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 Just look at these
Libtards,
rallies that we're doing compared to anything those guys are doing.
They're so
they're going to be
hypnotized.
caught.
They don't know
They're
what
gonna be caught.
They don't know what MK Ultra is.
Yep. This is bullshit. What these Democrats are doing to us, thinking
It's
that
not
they can get
Democrats.
away
Stop
with it.
saying that. It's
Okay,
good
it's
against bad.
this evil thing.
Yes.
This evil thing that's going on.
For hundreds of years.
It's making me
Hundreds
crazy.
of years.
I shake my legs in anxiety every single day.
I know. My
They
stomach
never
turns
stop.
with that.
I can't sit down for long periods of time.
Because we're waiting for the rest of the world to fucking wake up. See, my sister won't have a problem. Regardless of what she believes, she will not have a problem in the new world.
All those fuckers
Because
were
she has support around her. You do. Lucille is like my sister.
Yeah.
but she's your wife and she has you.
And her mom and her family, they might, I don't know, some of them might, some of them won't. I mean, they just,
The earth has been purged, guys. If you don't realize that by now, it's been purged. There is at least 500,000 indictments given out. At the very least, more, I'm saying, probably more. That's the very least. And I have to say, over 2,000 have been hanged. And I won't go through names because you guys would freak out. You're heroes. You're heroes that made fun of Trump in the very beginning are now dead because the military said so.
well, it's gonna hurt, when they find out. It's gonna hurt.
It is gonna hurt. I'm not denying it.
I'm coming to the point where,
fuck that. They hurt me all my life.
Those that are not awake are not gonna wake up anymore.
I don't know.
You got to do a shock to the system.
There might be like 15-20% of the world that just wants to stay asleep and grow old that way. And who cares? Let them.
Shock to the system. Shock to the system now. It's time.
But then you're going to have these people who never believed in anything, but they have no arm, right? Or they're missing a leg, or they have severe liver cancer, or pancreatic cancer, or whatever the hell they have, and they go into one of these new age machines that they've been developing behind our backs for 50, 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
Make themselves live. How come celebrities, politicians, and such always live till their hundreds? A lot of them do. Okay?
Yes, they do.
What's our threshold? 70s?
80s.
My father was lucky to be in the 80s, yeah. So, there you go. And you pop these guys in there.
My grandmother was 92. Grandmother hit 92, so
there's a big difference between when certain people were born. Okay, some people, I really believe people born. What year was Stephen born in the show? 73. Yeah, so 73, 72, 73, and 74 were big vaccine.
Right.
Because those are, I know from my own family, friends, they all seem to have problems. I missed it, luckily, in 76. My sister and a lot of other friends missed it in 71, maybe early 72. It's around those, telling you, I pay attention. I can't help it. It's part of me nature. It's part of me nature, folks.
Well, I don't want to take their drug.
That's how it is. I mean, Fast and Furious was no joke. We were taking drugs from all the cartels. We were sex trafficking everybody. They didn't care. Some like old men. Okay? What was that basketball movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Deadhead, whatever? That poor kid, he looks like a kid with an adult body.
Yeah.
Like an old man body with a kid's face. Sorry. Oh God, I hope I don't look like that. I know I look I know I look young, but hey, I still got somewhat of a gymnast's body. A little overweight because my sister's cooking.
It's funny.
Is it?
My sister, it's her fault.
My fault for what?
For cooking so much. She said, oh, that's her art. It's her art. And God, if I don't try it, God forbid I don't try it.
Dummy.
Mind you, I also quit smoking now. How long? Months.
Couple months now.
It's going on 3 months.
Yeah.
It was the end of October, like after my birthday sometime.
That's 4 months.
Maybe Halloween.
November. I mean, you're gonna find out. We'll see it all through the year, all year long. All the rallies all over the world, all over the country, and we might even see some all over the world voting, because whatever happens in Washington happens to the world. A
Yes.
lot of people don't realize that, but it is honest to God's the truth.
That is a very good point. That's something I really, really wanted to bring up. You just reminded me. Thank you, Joe. So I want everybody to realize right now how many people are awake. People are awake on different levels, fine.
Yes, they are.
But I'd say there's about 1 billion people awake, at least on the sex trafficking, pedophilia, government conspiracies, things like that. Okay? Now, the Satanistic and the inbreeding and the control of 250 years and a ton of other conspiracies, they might not even cross their heads. There are tons of people like that. Because
Right.
nobody's too stupid to say, oh, yeah, well, of course, if they're still selling black men in Libya for $400 a pop, then yeah, they could be selling kids. I mean, I could see it. There are a lot of pedophiles. I mean, look, Kevin Spacey was arrested. You
Yeah,
know,
he was a bad
Harvey
one.
Weinstein, blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on.
There was the other guy, Stephen Colbert. He was arrested.
Was
Detained.
arrested?
He was detained. He's
was
detained right now.
Was
Yeah.
that a joke or was it real?
I thought it was real. I don't know. Maybe we ought to look into that. I thought it was real. I don't know. There's always food for thought. But I do want to know where that Hunter Biden laptop is and why did the FBI hold it so long? That's why when I drive by there, I say those things to them. Because I don't believe in them. They followed me, somebody who is insignificant. Get out of here. Why would they follow me? I don't do anything. That's just...
You know what's funny? Some people think it's John Ritter. Patch told me the other day that he's been hearing that it's John Ritter. John Ritter could be alive. There's lots of wrestlers. Wrestlers make the most sense because they travel the world. They love them in the Middle East. Facts. So a lot of wrestlers, maybe even China, I don't know, could be alive. Andre the Giant. That would be, well, look, if they had the technology, he could still be alive. But there are also like people like Prince and Bruce Lee and a bunch of people they say could be alive, and some they really killed off. Some they really killed off. I'm not sure why. Maybe they were getting too big for their britches. Like Patrick Swayze, I think they killed him. And Michael Landon. Huh?
You think so? Patrick Swayze, I thought had cancer.
Who gave him the cancer?
There you go.
Who gave Michael Landon the cancer? These were good people. See, I think Patrick Swayze learned after, what was it? He was a
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing.
Well, he was the bartender. He was that. He did the other one after Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, but I think Dirty Dancing is when he realized that there was a lot of child shit going on, because obviously she was underage and he was like 20 years older or something. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And so that was one of his last movies. I'm not saying it was his last movie, but it was one of the last movies. And then I remember him going on, probably David Letterman or something, and he was just like, I can't believe this. This shouldn't be happening. This is not fair. And I'm like, this guy really hasn't, you know? So they killed some of them off, and some of them they could not. Chris Reeve. They might have even thrown a pebble at that horse. Who the hell knows? I'm not. Sonny Bono.
Right.
He was beaten. That's not what you look when if you crash into a tree at that minute, you're flattened. You were right about Mike Johnson. A lot of people were right about Mike Johnson. He is definitely. They're putting these people in the spotlight to show you even the rhinos. Anybody else in the spotlight, unless they work for Trump. Vivek obviously worked for Trump.
Right. I believe that Vivek was perfectly placed. Perfectly.
So
perfect.
planned.
So, yeah. Yes.
Even people are like, well, was it rude how he treated Trump when, I'm like, but that's what kids
No.
do.
No, it wasn't rude.
No.
It's all a ploy. That was a ploy. It's all a ploy.
Who else? What else?
Nikki Haley, I believe, is an inside. She's on the other side. Okay, whatever. She's on the other side. Wherever she is, she's on the other side.
Well,
She is not on the
Nikki
side.
Haley is no politician.
No, she's on the
I
side
don't
of
call myself a politician. I understand politics. I don't call myself a politician, but I know exactly what the Civil War was about. I know probably more than what regular people know about the Civil War. And I know all the conspiracies involving the Civil War. So where the fuck are you, Nikki? I'm telling you, I called her right. There's Haley Bop. And
slavery was just part of it.
She's a fucking comet. She's a space cadet.
Yep. The North wanted to end slavery. The South wanted to keep it because they needed the workers.
You don't need to explain to these brilliant people what the hell Civil War was about.
But that was just part of it. That was just part of
it. There's billions and billions of things that people don't even realize. Yeah. Damn it, people. We have been fucked for centuries. They have divided us in so many ways to play their games of risk. This is now fact.
Right.
Nobody is going to say any differently. And if you want to try to come at me with something, stop giving me the thumbs down and try to face me. You were more welcome on my Zoom than anybody. I want to hear your points. And if you can outwit me, I'll give it to you. If you can outwit me or Joe or any one of my mega friends, I will give it to you. But I don't think it happens. I don't see it happening, my friends.
We just done too much digging.
We're on the right side.
They made us. They made us do all that digging. What's she saying?
What was that? Is that a brush? She's got what? She was not hiding enough.
Oh, jeez. Is she feeling Hitlerish?
Oh, I got her right in the butt.
She's the one that thought of
it. She's making fun of everything that we talk about.
It's okay. She can.
I'd rather them make fun of it and it seep inside their head than disbelieve it. Like,
she can go ahead and make fun of it all she wants. Some of it is, I don't know. I don't think all of us
crazy.
Know it's true. It's all crazy. It's
crazy.
We're never gonna know the whole of it. But I know it's bad.
It is bad. Well, everybody get your own channel. That's what I say. Get your own channel. No, put up your art, put up your stories, put up your writing, put up your audiobooks, put up your podcasts, whatever the fuck they call it nowadays. Get yourself up there. Argue, debate, talk with others.
Open your mouth. Open your mind.
They fucked over our technology. Let's use their technology against them. I've always said that since Facebook opened, and I've had arguments with best friends about this.
Yeah.
And I said, screw you. Do you not understand this is a tool? It's not just for fun and games. It's a tool that they had and we did not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I am a little too serious all the time, but somebody's got to be. Right, Joe?
That's right, man. Somebody does.
We love you. Take care, guys.